gentlemen, and welcome to my 10 subscribers special. I would like to say thank you to my 11 subscribers as of the making of this video. And I know it's a 10 subscriber special, but thank you 11 subscribers. And if you're just watching this video, I would like to say please subscribe and join the community of cool film movies. And with no further ado, let's get ready for the special event. The premiere of the brand new series, Good Morning YouTube! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Good Morning YouTube. Today on Good Morning YouTube, I'm gonna give you guys some survival tips. If you're ever stranded in the woods, you can use these. Now, if you're ever stranded in the woods, it's always good to have water, like this convenient water bottle. You probably want to watch out for stuff that may be on the ground, like poisonous plants and stuff. Speaking of animals, watch out for spider webs, like that one, which I think you can see on camera, but you might not be able to. I just walked through a spider web. Darn. Across the stream like this one, always try not to get wet, because if you're wet and it gets cold, like at nighttime, you'll probably want to stay dry. It'll stay a lot cooler. So one thing I recommend is like finding like little rocks, or a log, or a random board that someone conveniently placed there. Stay hydrated. You can always find creeks like these, but make sure they're fresh water. If you're stranded on a hiking trail and know it's fresh water, you'll probably be okay. But by the way, I said stay hydrated, but hey, we all know that feeling where you accidentally swallow salt water. It tastes disgusting, and believe it or not, it dehydrates you. Make sure to purify water! Now we pause from a word for our sponsor. Make sure to have water. Welcome back to Good Morning YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Filming this tree, because this tree looks like a perfect spot to build a shelter, except it's not. Although I can clearly see putting sticks around that tree would be easy, it's close to water. Water, stay hydrated. Don't build your shelter close to it. You know why? If it ever rains, your shelter is washed away. And what's the point of a shelter if you're no longer can be using it? There's tons of sticks here, and we have water. That's good. Now, the next major thing we're probably going to need is shelter. It's said you can die in the woods without 3 hours of shelter. But what that really means, in my opinion, is if you don't have shelter and say it starts raining or something even worse, you won't be shielded from wind, rain, and you'll probably die from the elements. So, you want to have shelter. Now, there's a good shelter, far away from water, and it's nearly nature built. There's not any ferns or anything in there, so there's probably not poison ivy. But the next thing I check for is snakes, insects, whether it's an actual den. You know, the usual stuff. You don't want to crawl into a barricade. Still, be careful! In building a shelter, you'll probably want a very sturdy outside. So like you can see there, it appears very sturdy. It survived the elements before. It's nature built. But sometimes you won't have a nature built shelter, so you'll have to build it your own way. But still, whether it's nature built or not, you gotta make sure it's sturdy. So, always have a layer of sticks first. If you need to hold it down, use rocks. As you can see, it's not at the top of the hill. It's built into the side of the hill. Yay, that's great. Nature-built shelter. The only thing is, if it rains, that spot is more likely to be, you know, washed out. It's nice low to the profile ground. I mean, yeah, low ground profile. And then you'll want to cover it with sticks, like in that little area right there. And then you'll want to layer it with leaves and grass and ferns. Just make sure you're not poisonous or prickly plants. Trust me, there's nothing you want more than sleeping in a bed with poison ivy. Why layer the plants then? Well, let me just say, do you want to be cold at night? They actually supply insulation, or the stuff that keeps you warm. Log. I'm crossing a log. I'm walking across a log. Oh crud, there's termites in it. Speaking of termites, these pesky things could be built into your nature-built shelter. I found the other half of the board. The board I used to jump across the river, that board, the one I'm filming right now. Next up, you have to build a fire. Now, I would show you how to build a fire, but the area I'm in right now does not allow fires. If you thought I was actually stranded in the woods while I was filming this, well, you were wrong. Yeah. So I can't build a fire. By the way, remember when I said never use leaves unless you want smoke? Well, now I'm going to teach you something that you probably already knew about and you should use for survival situations. By the way, sorry for the sun glare. It's kind of glaring my camera. I'll try to change the angle. But yeah, sorry for the sun glare. Smoke signals are something you can use to like get a plane's attention or a helicopter to hopefully, well, you know, find you if you're ever stranded in the woods. Here's another word from our sponsor. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Good Morning YouTube. You may hear me talking about sticks and wood and logs and stuff like that. All good for a survival situation. What if that piece of wood is too big for, say, your shelter or your fire? Well, simply break the stick or piece of wood. Before you ask, well, what if I can't? I'll give you a little tip. Just use a pocket knife or a saw. Well, what if you don't have one of those? Well, if you're carrying any keys, you have a miniature saw. I would like to conclude this video saying one thing. If you're ever hiking or anything in the woods, don't leave the trail unless you have to. It's said that the most survival incidents happen when people leave the trail. They can be avoided by people just not leaving the trail. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. So, guys, that just about wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to Cool Film Movies, and have a fantastic rest of the day.